Good afternoon. Hey everybody, I think you know what day it is. It's Thrifting Friday. Thrifting Friday. It's Thrifting Friday. Yeah. I'm still not monetized, but I could be if you do it to me or help me. Ew. I got an errand to run. I sold a keyboard this week. Kind of slow on eBay this week. I've got several items listed, a bunch of watchers, but that's just a slow week. You'll have those sometimes. But I sold a keyboard. It's in a box right now next to me. I sold it for $180. I think I picked it up for $12.99. And I got a box for it, but unfortunately, USPS discontinued this size box. It's the board game box. They discontinued it in 2022. I kind of knew that, but I was hoping I could still use it. So first stop on the day is I gotta go get a keyboard style box. I go to this little box place. The good thing about this place is the boxes are relatively cheap, and sometimes they just have free boxes they'll give me, and free is awesome. So, but on a side note, while I'm out, I'm going to hit this little thrift store in the same town. It's the one I hit pretty much every weekend. Friday's probably the best day to hit it. It's the only day you're going to find like the new stuff, because they're only open for 3 days a week, and that's when they bring out the new stuff. So we'll see. We might find $100, or who knows, maybe we'll find something else. What I found last time there was all those little PC games. I haven't listed those yet because, well, I'm lazy. I picked those up for $3.50, and they're currently just in the back of my car, so I gotta get those listed still. I'm a little slow to list sometimes. I think everyone is. Everyone has their own eBay closet or corner or whatever you want to call it, but mine's gotten particularly bad. I have about 110 items listed. I like to try to keep above 100 items most of the time on eBay listed. So yeah, right now I think I'm at 103. So I need to do like a listing day. For me, it's always hard because, there's always this like potential of what you could be missing out on. Like I'm always like, well, what if you find that kind of holy grail item, or like something really awesome. Like I would love to find. I like finding cool watches and like vintage stamps and electronics, and cool hats. And like I think I might have mentioned this hat. I found this hat yesterday. It was only $2. Little trucker rope hat. It's from like the 70s. It's got a zipper back. You don't see that very often on hats. I'm gonna list it for probably around $40 because it's super clean for a white hat. You don't see white hats that clean. Usually they have some yellowing, or they're just kind of where the insides are all torn up. So obviously this was stored somewhere pretty nice. So I gotta list that. I gotta list those games I just told you about. But yeah, I'm gonna see what's out there today, and then get this package out. Unfortunately, I always do my shipping. Like I don't ever take it to the post office anymore because standing in line is for chumps. You gotta print them out at home. It saves you a ton of money, and like you get weird random deals through eBay sometimes. Like FedEx sometimes, for some random reason, it's like 80% off, and it saves you on really big items. Like I shipped a bike, like a bicycle. It was a Schwinn bicycle. I think it weighed 38 pounds, or maybe it was like 20 something pounds, but it only cost me like $16 through FedEx, and I was like, what? And so I went that route with that. Sometimes like this keyboard, the guy paid a decent amount of shipping, so I'll just ship it priority mail. Oh, that was a cooler I bought. It's bouncing around back there. I need to do something with that. It's a cooler I'm gonna keep. It's a Coleman 1981. I made a video on finding that one. It's only 14 bucks, but I like those old. I like the old vintage coolers just because they have a cool look to them. But yeah, right now I'm gonna bypass the box place for the moment, and then I'm gonna go to the thrift store real quick because they've been open for a little bit. I kind of got up and get going a little late today, but it's all good. Sometimes it's nice to sleep in, especially out here because it's always dark. Like, you don't get sun very often. Like, this is about as sunny as it gets during the day, and if you can't tell from the video, it's kind of gloom. So yeah, I'm gonna run in here and I'll show you what I find or not find. How cute is this little place? Look how green it is today. That's the building. So yeah, let's go in here and see what we can find. AeroPress. Okay, so as far as my favorite little thrift store, there wasn't much in there except for that AeroPress. It would have been for more personal use. I know they go for like 45 bucks or so, brand new. That one was used. I think I just saw them in REI for like 45 bucks. So it was the newer model one. They're really nice if you don't have like a good coffee pot. They make really good coffee, but I passed on it. So now, yeah, to the box store. Then I'll probably include Goodwill on here. So stay tuned. Okay, so on the box front for the keyboard, it was a success. They actually had a FedEx box that fits it perfect. Now, I think I just talked about shipping on FedEx. It ends up being a lot cheaper because eBay, they're trying to get, I think, more eBay business, so you can save a ton of money shipping FedEx through eBay. I don't normally do FedEx just because it's kind of out of my way a little bit, but for the bigger items, I think it's definitely worth it. That way you can save some money. I've never had an issue with FedEx. I've shipped a bunch of items. Never had a return to them or any damage. I've had issues with USPS. I've had a lot of issues actually, because they don't really give a shit. They'll like throw your package. Sometimes they'll throw your package right after they print the label out. They'll just throw it across and like into the bin. And I'm like, how do you know that wasn't like something expensive or fancy, or you know, you could have jarred like if it was a camera lens, you could have broke something on the inside. So that, I felt like, definitely needs to be better regulated. The government shipping service. But yeah, so I got the box. I'm gonna go home, print out the label, take this to FedEx in town, and then that'll put me kind of close to the Goodwill. And then I'll probably end up spending probably an hour or two there. I spend a lot of time there because they just bring out carts. It's all day. It's fast paced. Makes my heart palpitate. Oh. And so, yeah, that'll be my day. I gotta do some more insulation. I did a bunch, not yesterday, but the day before, and I just gotta do one more section. It doesn't really take long. It's not like anything hard. It's just we got a really cold night coming up, and I just want to be on the safe side for the pipes not being busted. And so yeah, stay tuned. I'm gonna print this one out, and then I'll be at the Goodwill here in a little bit, and I'll start back up the video then. This one might go on for a little while, so, but this is like a normal day for me, just like, you know, doing eBay, shipping, driving around, you know, it's kind of fun. But yeah, peace out for now. Okay, so if you watch the channel, you know by now what day it is. And do I need to say it? Okay, I'll say it. It's Thrifting Friday. So yeah, this is my second time doing a Thrifting Friday, so it's pretty consistent. I'm trying to make longer form content, so yeah, watch these videos. I'm not monetized, but I could be if you watch and like the videos. But yeah, so it's Thrifted Friday. So it's Thrifting Friday. You saw some other stuff I had to do earlier. Those are like errands, and I hit that one thrift. Didn't find much, but so now I'm going to my second favorite thrift store, which is the Goodwill, and hopefully we can find a little something, you know, a little something. I did find this jacket, this snazzy jacket. Look at this. It says Tacoma Glass, which is like a glass company down in Tacoma, Washington, but it's kind of like a, kind of like a Carhartt-esque. It's got like a little liner in it, pretty warm. It's wicked cold out here, so yeah, headed to the Goodwill now. I gotta drop off that box at FedEx here. Ooh, burpees. I gotta drop off that box at FedEx here shortly. And so I'm gonna run into Goodwill, see what I can find, and then I might take a break from Goodwill while they're like bringing out carts, and hit the FedEx and come back. Because I hit Goodwill a bunch during the day. Everyone's driving super slow. Just drive as slow as you want. Sorry, that was uncalled for, unnecessary. I get a little angry. Oh yeah. And so yeah, I'll be at Goodwill here in a minute. I'll upload anything that I find interesting, or you know, at least I'll tell you if I did or did not. So yeah, we'll see. I never know how to end these like mid outros, so I'll just say bye.